Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you stopping by, and also thanks for 10 subscribers. That's awesome. I might not seem like a lot, but it means a lot to me. I've been wanting to do this for a really long time, and so I appreciate the support. But anyway, right here, right now, in this video, we're doing a speed build of what I'm calling Tails End Plaza. I changed the name later on. But basically, this is going to be kind of like a marketplace. It's next to the pier. It's in Bridgerton Bay, which comes with the Cats and Dogs expansion pack. And that's a very nature-y, kind of foresty type world. And so I went to like a far lot. I believe it's a 40 by 30 grid lot, so pretty big. And this one is quite near the pier and like the bay, because it's literally called Bridgerton Bay. And I decided that I was going to put some, little stalls. And I especially like how I put like the fish stalls over here in this corner. So it's like nearest to the pier, as if like all the fish is really, really fresh or being exported really fresh or whatever. Because I also have like island living. So I have the poke shop, the little fish stand from there as well. So I try to make it as diverse as possible. I think I use like every stand possible, really. But here I'm building a little indoor area. I tried to match the roofing to the rest of the style, which is a little bit like curved in. I guess that would be like Tudor style, maybe? I don't really know. But this was originally going to be a lot for Diana Lobo, who was the sim that we focused on in our last video, and she is a style influencer. I wanted to make her a little boutique. I don't know why I said boutique. Baukai? No. I wanted to make her a little boutique, and this is just really not her style. And this doesn't even really function as a retail store either, so I'm going to just go ahead and make it a generic lot once I'm done with this video. But I really struggled to find things to be able to sell here. I was like, maybe I could try to make some gift shop items or something, but it didn't really work out. Things that you sell from the stalls and the bakery little thing that I just moved there. There's a bar over in that section of the build, and so when you sell things from there, they don't count towards your retail, which I thought they would. I don't know. I feel like that's silly. And so there's really nothing to sell here, and so this is kind of a pointless retail store. And if you don't buy things and stuff, then it doesn't work. So I'm going to change that and just kind of make it a general public build, or lot, I mean. And so right now I'm just doing the interior design. I like doing brick, like feature walls, I guess you could say. And so I liked the dark with the green. Definitely going for a green theme in here. And I'm just using some random get to work items to make it look a little bit more like a public place, a little fire extinguisher, some signs, maybe like a plaque that says, we're eligible to open business or something, I don't know, or like food handlers cards, or you see that kind of stuff in restaurants and all that. So again, just trying to make it look a little bit more realistic and cluttered. And so there's kind of like some games and places to hang out inside there, or if the weather's bad, you can still go and hang out at this lot. And so now I'm just doing some landscaping, just putting some trees and plants everywhere. Ended up kind of moving these stalls so you could have better access, so your Sims can probably like go over there better, because sometimes the tracking isn't always the best for the Sims. And luckily this world is, again, really, really nature based. There's a lot of nature in this world, and so it's easy to kind of fill the landscape with so much plants. Usually, like if it was a desert world, it's kind of hard to do that. You would basically use like a bunch of rocks and cactuses. But yeah, here we're able to use a lot of lush landscaping, which is really nice. And so if there's any advice I can give for landscaping, it's just kind of don't overdo it, but also like don't be afraid to go big. And don't forget trees, and don't forget terrain paint. I almost forgot that, and we go back and do that later. I wanted to add a fountain in the middle, and so I tried to do that with the terrain tools. Did not work for me, so I ended up just using a base game fountain, which I think looks good. And I really, really like the archway that I put on the right side of the build in that little hole. That was totally just by random coincidence that I found that, and it perfectly fit in. And so since that's stone and the fountain was a white stone, I figured just keep that theme. So I put benches and some tables for your Sims to enjoy their food or just, have some community time. And now I'm putting in the terrain paint, which again just kind of helps make the lot look a little bit more realistic in some ways. And I think it can kind of help make the plant stand out. I don't know. I just like to do that to, again, just add a tad bit of realism. And I do go back in with like a gravel terrain paint and kind of try to put little pathways in between all the shops and everything. So that's cool. But yeah, I'm going through the build now and just kind of doing some extra touch-ups. I made sure that none of the plants were clipping through the wall of the building because that always happens to me and it's really annoying. So yeah, now I'm just working on the gravel, and I kind of used a low opacity just because I figured that maybe the pathways were fading. I kind of like that look better than just having it be really, really like full opacity. And so again, I'm just adding some finishing touches, but that's the end of the build. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you thought in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.